What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on the Magnum. I've already diagnosed what was wrong with the whole brake light, turn signal, running light situation. And it's kind of pretty stupid. I brought some LED light bulbs with me, and then once I plugged them in, the one series of lights were very dim and I couldn't get them to shut off. They were just constantly dim. And I was thinking, well, that's very strange. So I did look at the Challenger wiring diagram for the taillights, and it has one wire for turn signals, one wire for running lights, and one wire for brake lights. But under brake lights, it says brake light diagnostic. I wasn't very sure what that meant. I thought it was just brake lights, and then it also could diagnose if the bulb was, or the LED strip was malfunctioning. But I'm guessing it's just 100% diagnostic. So when that was plugged into the lights, it was back feeding the LEDs. And the only way I noticed that was the LEDs were illuminated. So once I figured that out, I just disconnected that wire. And the weird thing on the passenger side of the Challenger wiring, the charger's probably the same. The brake light diagnostic wire and the running light wire, they're both white orange. They didn't change the color at all. And also the wire that goes for the reverse lights is white orange as well. So it's kind of a lot of wires that are the same color that kind of can be confused. So how I did it was I just depinned each one, found the wire that I needed to leave disconnected. Now that's going to be disconnected. Now let's go turn on the lights and I'll show you guys that everything works correctly. Now we are in the car, it is in run, and I'm going to show you that everything works. So we have brake lights finally. We now have running lights and we have turn signals. So now that everything works, I'm going to go wire up the driver's side the same, wrap everything up, plug everything in, throw the bumper on, and now we could drive this thing on the street without having any issues. We'll have brake lights, we'll have turn signals. I need to go get some reverse LED bulbs and then I can put everything back together. So I'm gonna go do that really quick, come back, throw everything together, and we will be good to go. So I'm really glad I figured it out. It's just a weird issue. I'm not exactly sure why Chrysler would label the wire as brake light diagnostics. They should just label it as diagnostics. It just makes more sense. Just finished wiring all the lights up in the Magnum, so now we could turn the lights on and we have running lights. They're LEDs. I had these bulbs laying around, which was awesome. All I had to do was buy bulbs for the reverse lights. I have the LED license plate light, and everything is wired up in the car other than the hatch. So the hatch is the last thing. It's just really nice that this thing is so close. I can actually drive it now because I have brake lights, turn signals, running lights, all that good stuff. But there is one thing I still need to do. I need to go get another clamp, because if you guys remember, I modified the fuel filler neck because it was too long. The one that came out of the Challenger, I had to use that one. It was too long, so I had to modify it. So what I need to do is get one more clamp, and I need to get a little piece of fuel line so I could actually put gas in this thing, because it has like 100 miles left on the tank and I'm gonna need to put gas in it. So let's do that. And then in a little bit, I need to go run and take this over to get the new windshield put in. So the guy is going to put the new windshield in, and then he's gonna put the new mirror bracket on, as well as glue that sensor that's on the windshield as well. Well, the one that comes out of the Challenger. So we're gonna have the Challenger mirror, the Challenger rain sensor, and all of that will be good. And we'll also have a new windshield, so it won't be all cracked and ugly looking, and we can actually see out of it. Oh, we have the park sensors working. Woo! What's back there? Oh, it's seeing that tire. There's a wheel. Hell yeah, it works. So I got the hole drilled in the factory location from the Challenger onto the Magnum, and then the sensor plugged in. This is just like a purge, I'm guessing. But the fuel filler neck is connected. Now I'm gonna lower it down, roll the passenger window up, and we are ready to go to get the new windshield installed. So let's do that. And I'm a little bit late, so I need to hurry up. The Magnum is now warmed up, and I'm about an hour late, so it's a good thing I know the guy. I'm gonna go drop the car off. He's gonna button up the whole windshield mirror situation, and then when I get back, I'll have the mirror attached to the windshield. We'll be good to go. So let's head over there and drop this thing off. Heading over to the glass place, and paddle shifters in a Magnum are where it's at. So we're now over at the glass place, and man, this thing is insane to drive. It's like so much more fun to drive than the Hellcat, because it's just like, I'm not so worried about it, and it's like 500 horsepower. There she goes inside to get a glass. Scary.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Man, you're a master, man. You got it.
That is very uncomfortable doing it.
I know, I was afraid. I thought it was gonna, every time I try to heat a glass up, it cracks.
Yeah, you get, I need to get a tip on there that's real fine. So it just applies heat to the bracket. So that's barely warm, so
yeah,
we're in good shape.
Awesome.
So here's the new bracket. So I just need to figure out the clamp on there, if it either goes that way or that way.
Maybe the height. I don't know if the mirror sits lower, because it really doesn't matter as long as it's on there good.
Yeah, is the visors on there now?
No.
I could kind of guess, because usually this dot matrix right here gives an indication where it kind of goes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense not to have that bracket centered in here. This one wasn't, but I think I'm gonna put this, I'll just kind of look at how the cover and everything go on there, and I'll try to put it in a good spot. Yeah, I think that other one hangs down a little bit lower.
Oh,
too,
it's big.
So I might have to put it right there.
Just got done at the windshield place. The new windshield is installed. We can see out of here, no issues. He was able to get the mirror, the one out of the Challenger mounted. We have the sensor up there mounted. Everything's good to go. This is all clipped up here, so now it's not in my way of the steering wheel. Let's drive back over the Junkyard. Magnum now has a new windshield in it. This thing is probably right now my favorite car to drive. I really want to sort out the whole body situation and everything. So I need headlights to put the bumper back on and get all that buttoned up. I need to wire the headlights so I could get it registered. Actually, I could technically just go get it registered today, have my old boss do a VIN inspection, and go from there. I really want to start driving this. This thing, I can't explain how much fun it is to drive. I mean, it's just, the only Magnum I've experienced is the V6 one, and the only newer Challenger I experienced was the Hellcat. I haven't really experienced a 6.4, and it's surprising how much power there is, how responsive the transmission is, and all the features. So I'm just really glad that I did the swap, that everything went together extremely well. There is a few things that I still need to button up, like the rear hatch and the camera and stuff like that, as well as the headlights and the front bumper. But relatively speaking, this thing is ready to drive around once I get the headlights and the bumper back on. So I like that I did this. If you guys like that I did this as well, make sure to click that subscribe button, thumbs up, throw a comment below, share this with your friends if you haven't already, and see you guys tomorrow.